Lots of great memories. I came from a great footballing city in Glasgow. I lived in the west end of Glasgow, lived in an area called Partick, and I think really just a country which had great football players at the time. You know, I love my football as well from a young boy, which most boys did at that time, and girls to be fair. But overall, really just a great footballing city, and everybody really passionate about their football.
And what age did you realise that you were double decent?
I think it wasn't probably till I was maybe 15 or so when I started to think, I might have a chance here. When I'd started to get clubs who were interested in signing me, and I went and trialled to Notts Forest when I was 15, went from Glasgow, and a few teams in Scotland were interested as well at the time.
Were you always a centre-back?
Yeah, I played right back a little bit. When I first broke into the Celtic team, I played right back, which quite often young centre-backs do. You know, quite often they have to play other positions before they get the sort of their own position. Quite often you see it with centre-forwards as well. Sometimes they might have to play wide before they get a chance to play right down the middle. So I played quite a few games at right back as well. But I was more a centre-back than I was a full-back, that's for sure.
Were you a ball player, or were you just no nonsense?
I was probably more what you've done there. I was good in the air. When I was younger, I was quick, and those things at the time were probably my biggest assets. But I played at a great club in Celtic. Developed. The players were so good, full of Scottish internationals, full of top players and top winners, and at a football club which developed a style and a way you had to play, attacking, sort of entertaining, but in the same breath, winning football was a must for Celtic as well. My first professional appearance, I was a substitute for Celtic. Was told I was on the bench and came on against Hibs. Wow. And that was a brilliant experience for me. And then on the Wednesday night we had St Johnstone. And so I made my full debut on the Wednesday night against St Johnstone with a very well-known striker and a young Ali McCoy was playing for St Johnstone at that time. So, and we were both good friends because we were both in the Scottish youth team at the time. So we were both well known to each other.
When you got the nod to come on off the bench, were you a bit like, oh, you're like, I'm ready for it?
Oh no, I was. At the time, Celtic had the jungle, and there was the Celtic end, the Rangers end, and and it was a big thing. I don't think I actually thought about that till I was about maybe my late 20s. But I went on coaching courses when I was really young. I became a qualified coach when I was 20, 21. I became a fully qualified coach. I qualified in Scotland first because Scotland had great coaching courses, and what Scotland had is they had brilliant coaches who came to do it. People like Alex Ferguson would be down, Walter Smith, Alex Smith. We had great Craig Brown. I could go on and on. Andy Roxburgh was sort of running it at the time. So I really enjoyed being around football people. So the main reason I went on the coaching courses was to try and become a better player, really, to try and get more knowledge and help me develop better. But in the end, it led me down a path of coaching, and I'm glad it did do. Oh my goodness, I'd not even thought of that one. My first game as manager was at Preston. I should have got my work done and thought about that one, and I didn't. But what I do remember when I was at Preston is I had been assistant manager to Gary Peters, who was left, and I took over. And everybody wanted, I remember at the time it was Joe Royal and Ian Rush for the people who were getting mentioned for the job, the Preston job. And I was getting to an age, I was still playing, but I was coaching, I was part of the coaching staff at the time. And I had a really good chairman and directors who wanted me to be in charge. And I was very, very wary about it because, as you know, the supporters wanted something much better than David Moyes at the time. So I took the job for 5 or 6 games. I took it, and I don't think we won many. I think actually my first win might have come at Bournemouth about 5 games into it. I'd won a Freight Rover game or one of these Leyland Daft games at the time, I think. But I hadn't won many games. I was very wary. But the chairman and the owner there were great. They showed great faith in me, and they believed in me and gave me that opportunity. It was obviously a big day for me because I really felt that our first time being at West Ham, we had merited staying. I thought we had done a good enough job to stay, but whoever runs the club or who owns it, they've got the right to make their own decisions. But I've got to say, coming back the second time was great. We beat Bournemouth 4-0. It was a big day for me because obviously you want to try and get off to a good start, and the players did. The players were magnificent. We only had a couple of days to work with them, but my memories of the time before, we beat Chelsea at home 1-0. It was after 3 or 4 games. So
I remember it well.
Yeah. So, and you've got to remember at that time Chelsea, I think, were second in the league, and it's a big London derby as well. And the new stadium, we were in the sort of first season at the new stadium as well. So it's the sort of big results and big games you want to win to get the supporters realising that we can do something, and also getting used to the new stadium as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, David. Appreciate it.
Hope that works for you. And
that was top class, mate. Top class. Thank you.